right, 10,000 mile update on the car. Let's talk about it. Good morning, guys. Another video for you, 10,000 mile update. It's been less than 3 months that I've had the car and already have 10,000 miles on it. So, been a wonderful car, and I'd say the only issue that I've had is the charge port door. Those of you that have watched my previous videos, I pointed out that there was an error on the screen. I did a video on the Tesla mobile service coming out and correcting that. The early Model 3s, and this is one of them, it's roughly VIN number 9000. The early Model 3s had issues with a little bit of water getting into the charge port door mechanism, not the charging area, but the mechanism that swings the door open and close. And moisture would get in there and give this error code on the screen. So it was a known issue that Tesla updated the charge port door and replaced it. But aside from that, haven't had any other breakdowns or problems with the car. So it's been a great car. I would say that the biggest surprise for me is how completely wrapped up my life has become in owning this car. What I mean by that is so much of my day-to-day life has changed a bit because of owning this car. So, and a lot of this I touched on my owning an EV or owning a Tesla video, but specifically at this juncture, this time, 10,000 miles, I've had the car long enough now that I've gotten so used to it that it's just part of my life now. I couldn't really imagine my life without it. I almost never have to stop at a gas station. I've got my little SI that I drive on the weekends, and that car I love. It's a lot of fun. But about once every 2 weeks I stop for gas in that car. But other than that, I don't even know what the price of gas is right now. I don't pay attention to that whatsoever, and it's really a nice feeling. Range anxiety, as I covered in one of my videos, not only is not a thing, it's the reverse. I have more range anxiety in the gas cars than this one, because in this car I start the day with an 80% charge. So I go about my day, and that has really become a part of my lifestyle, is not even thinking about, oh, I have to stop for gas. And kind of nice. The car itself, I have some minor lower back issues, no big deal, but I get some sciatic pain and different things, and the comfort of a car affects me. It's not something that is a deal breaker, but again, since I have a little bit of sciatic pain, the comfort level that a car gives me is pretty important. And this car, pardon me, this car, it's not plush, but the lack of shifting and the smooth acceleration of the electric motor, and that eases some of that the motion that would bother my back a little bit. So that's been very nice. I've noticed that I have a greater tolerance for long distance driving in this car than I have in others. So my wife's Ford Fusion is pretty comfortable, but even that I get road weary, and my back gets a little bit sore after a while of being in it. And it's not just the seats. The seats are almost identical in feeling between the two cars. It's something about the way this car drives. So that's kind of nice, although that's a specific thing for me. You guys may not encounter that. I'd say that it's been wonderful. It's saved me a lot of gas. I can get the exact numbers to you, but 10,000 miles, oh goodness, I don't know, $1,000 in gas maybe that it saved me in that duration. I'd have to do the exact math, but it's that's a nice part of this. It's just overall more from a personal standpoint. The car's been reliable as a hammer. That charge port door thing, but it didn't affect the usability of the car at all. It was just an error code on the screen. but the car's been wonderful. There's no noticeable tire wear whatsoever. I've been looking for differential tire wear to indicate that I need to rotate the tires. I don't notice anything there. The car still drives like brand new, which would be expected. Would I change anything having the car for this length of time if I had to do it over again? I would say yes. I would get all-wheel drive, and only because here in Northern Illinois, winters are a concern, but also the all-wheel drive cars are quicker. Even the non-performance cars are considerably faster than the rear-wheel drive cars, and it's only a $4,000 upcharge. The reason I didn't get all-wheel drive, well, there were several reasons. One was that at the time when I had to place this order, I had no idea when the all-wheel drives would be available, so I was concerned about losing the $7,500 tax credit. Secondly, I wanted to get the car before summer was over, and with an all-wheel drive, I knew it would be the end of summer into winter before I'd get the car, so I didn't want to skip another summer. Number three, the cost was a concern. This car, as it is $56,000, and whenever the full self-driving is available, that's going to be another $4,000 to add on, so that puts me at 60 grand. I was freaked out about spending another $4,000 on it, but now in hindsight, for the cost of the car, another 4 grand, it's not going to kill me. And now we know when the all-wheel drive cars would kick in, which I would still be able to get the $7,500 tax credit if I had gone for all-wheel drive, but I didn't know that when I ordered this car. So I would, if I could go back and change anything, I think I would order all-wheel drive. But other than that, I like the long-range battery, and I need it for my business. The premium interior package, I don't know what the the standard interior would feel like to be in. The glass roof, the passengers love it. As a driver, I don't really pay much attention to it, so I could take or leave that. Sound system for the premium interior package is absolutely amazing, incredible, phenomenal, great. I can't give enough adjectives for it. It's absolutely wonderful. So but that's not worth 5 grand for a premium pack. So anyway, maybe I wouldn't have gotten the premium interior pack, I don't know, but I had to get it when I ordered the car. So not much of an update video, nothing earth-shattering, but I thought you guys would want to know, and I absolutely love the car. One other problem with it. So this isn't a breakdown necessarily, but and I brought this up when I discussed in my Cool It video, where I discussed the terry cloth cover for the screen to keep it cool. I have Bluetooth connection issues with my phone in this car, but it only really happens middle of the day when it's hot in the car, and protecting the screen from heat has reduced that quite a bit, but it has not eliminated it. So that is a bugaboo with this car, is that I never quite know if Bluetooth is going to connect with my phone or not. So that's really irritating with a car that has this much technology. I mean, our basic little Honda, both Fords that we own, it syncs with the car just fine. Once in a great while it won't, but it's super rare. So why on $23,000 to $30,000 cars does it sync just fine, but it doesn't on a nearly $60,000 car? Kind of irritating. And so for those haters out there on Tesla, I actually agree with you. There are certain things that it should have that it doesn't. Why does this thing not have a 360-degree camera? A lot less costly cars have 360-degree cameras, and this thing has all the technology to provide it. So there's certain things that bug me about the car. And again, not deal breakers, but something I did want to bring up. So anyway, I think that's all. I will do my best to get a video up either every day or nearly every day, because there's so much content that I have to cover that if I don't do daily videos, I'm not going to be able to get to all of it. So anyway, thanks for putting up with this long-winded, probably boring video, but some of you might have wanted to know how I felt about the car after 10,000 miles. Anyway, I will keep you guys updated. I'm going to be probably passing nearly everybody in mileage on this car in short order, unless there's a taxi cab that's using it. But I think that I'll be probably the highest mile Model 3 in the country within the next few months. So we'll see on that. But Anyway, give me a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take it easy.